but correlation. Okay. What is the correlation? Nothing but correlation can be used to capture the dynamic values which are generated from the server side. Okay, so correlation nothing but correlation can be used to capture the dynamic value which are generated from the server side and application side. So why I told as a application side means, for example, we'll open from the any one of the URL. Okay. Like so web tour I'm opening. For here you can observe. So we are launching URL and we are giving from the username and password. And password you can give from the password and click from the login button. So server side values we know that like some section ID, token ID I told right. And SMT if is click from the flight. For here you can observe. So maybe I am going to the Denver to London. Everyone also is coming with me. Everyone also it is coming with me only Denver to London, or they are going from the different also.
Different also.
Different also. Means what happened? Maybe they will go from the Frankfurt to some Paris. Someone will be going to the Portland to some London. So means as a customer to customer, it will be changing from that, okay, departure city and arrive city. So that is the way we are considered as a these kind of drop downs. Okay, we can consider as a correlation or dynamic values. What is that? Dynamic value. So departure city and arrival city is the dynamic value. Why? Because so user to user it is a changing from that values. That is why we are called as a dynamic values. And after that this date and this we know. What we can do, date will be there. We can do from the parameterization, date and time parameterization. And seating preferences, type of seat. So everyone will be go to the same seating preference, same type of seat, like depends on their cost, depends on their availability. And so they will select from the windows or none, or someone will be going to the first or business coach. It will be different as a user to user also. These seating preferences and type of seat also, it will be different. So maybe this is also dynamic value we can consider as a seating preferences and type of seat. So these dynamic values, what are these dynamic values means? Application side dynamic values. Application side dynamic values. And click on this and you can observe here. So we have these are the flights available from the here to here. Okay, in Paris, up to Paris, in this state, these are the flights available. Okay, I am going to the 8 a.m. and $128 is fine for me. So I am selecting that flight. Everyone is also coming with me. No, right? Because so depends on their time availability, depends on the cost. They will from the different flights also they will select. So that is why this flight also dynamic. It's not a static because I'm going to the 140 flight. Everyone is not coming with me because there depends on their time and depends on their availability. You can go to the different flights. So That is why this flight also we can consider as a one of the dynamic value from the application side. And after that, you can select this. And here we are entering from the details of the address details and payment details we are entering. So we are doing from the what we can do from the parameterization. See and sign up. So for this application side, we are seeing the departure city, array city, type of seat, seating type and seating preferences and flight number. So this will be also we need to do from the correlation because those also dynamic value. That is why what is the correlation means correlation can be used to capture the dynamic values which are generated from the server side and application side. So we can do from the two ways, auto correlation, manual correlation. So auto correlation means automatically we need to handle that. So that concept will be depends on the companies. Some companies will accept, some companies will not accept. That is why we need to do from the manual correlation only we can do. So manual correlation means manually ourselves we need to do from the manual correlation. First point, identify the dynamic value. So for example, I am very well expert. That is why by seeing this, okay, script, okay, this is the dynamic value, this is the dynamic value I identified. But you are new to this, then how to you can identify the dynamic value? You are new to this, how to you can identify the dynamic value? So how to we can identify the dynamic value means we can record the script twice, different type of test data and compare using from the testcompare.com or bay and compare. So which is tool is comfort for, for you, you can use for that comparison point of view. So different kind of test data means, for example, here you are giving from the Denver to London. There you can change from the Paris to some Frankfurt or Los Angeles. So as same to the you are selecting from the here Windows window. There you are selecting from the none. So means different test data you can record from the twice and compare with the like tool testcompare.com or bayandcompare.com. So then once we can compare, then we are able to see the dynamic, because dynamic means we can compare two scripts. It will showing from that, okay, this is the dynamic value. Okay. So like that, we can identify the dynamic value. Some days you need to practice like this. Okay, you can record the script twice with a different type of test data and compare from the using from the testcompare.com or Bay compare. We have the different tools in the market. That is the identify the dynamic value. Once identify the dynamic value, we need to find the dynamic value left boundary and right boundary. Left boundary and right boundary. So left boundary and right boundary means, so how to we can identify the dynamic value left boundary, right boundary. Already we know that, okay, this is the dynamic value, you already know. Okay, then that dynamic value left boundary, right boundary, we need to identify. And once you can identify that left boundary, right boundary, you need to write the function. Like what are the functions? Web break say param ex we have seen from the last class. We have the different functions. Web break say param ex, web break say param, web break say param reg exp, web break say param jsn. We have different functions will be there. That function where to write also very important for us. Substitution. So we can try to do from the manual correlation one, then you can easy to identify how to you can do, you can easy to know. Okay. So for example, now I'm doing from the, okay, this value, okay, dynamic value. I find it and what I'm doing, I am copy this dynamic value and you need to replay the script minimum once, then only we need to identify the dynamic value. And after replay the script, you can go to the in the output window, Go to the code generation. So for this step, which part step means already we are identified the dynamic value. First step is completed. Second step, find the dynamic value left boundary, right boundary. So that point of view, what we are doing, we are copy the dynamic value, go to the code generation in the output window and go to the control home, nothing but starting line. Control home and here in the drop is the right search bar, you can paste that dynamic value and put from the starting line, click on the this find next. Okay, now you can see this value it is showing in the code generation. So for here you can observe this value, it is coming from the request or response, you need to observe. So we can go to the okay. Yeah, now what we can do means you can little bit go up. You are able to see that this is the response or where you are getting from this. We are able to see this. Okay. So first occurrence of the dynamic value need to take like control home and click on this and you are identify this dynamic value. Then what you can do, you can copy this entire thing up to this or whatever maybe you can up to this, you can take the copy and paste in the notepad. So this is the only second point of view, find the dynamic value. So this is the dynamic value you are identified and you are copied. And now what we can do, we need to identify the dynamic value left boundary and right boundary. First of all, you need to give the function name web underscore reg underscore save underscore param. Okay, and after that arguments like parameter name, nothing but which value you are doing, and LB is equal to everything is the double colon we need to give. Okay, LB is a syntax and RB comma last also one of the argument and this is the syntax. First thing, parameter name, which value you are doing exactly, source space. So you can give from the that name only you can give, don't give from the yourself, your names are some different names. So which value we are doing from the correlation, you need to copy that, paste in the in double colon middle, paste it, and what you are doing correlation, that is why you can give from the CORR underscore COR, because someone will be see this script. Okay, he done the source space the correlation. That is why we are giving from the parameter name source space underscore core. And after that, in the double colon, LB is equal, nothing but left boundary is equal and right boundary is equal. So now dynamic value is up to this is the dynamic value, right? So up to this is the dynamic value. Dynamic value left text we can consider as a left boundary. Right text we can consider as a right boundary. So after dynamic value, what is the left text? So this is the up to source space you can take. Okay, that is up to this is fine. This is the left boundary. So copy this and paste in the LB equal to after we can paste. And now RB. After this dynamic value only we are seeing from the double colon. That is only our right boundary you can give from the double colon. So like that, we need to identify the left boundary, right boundary. Now you know the function and you are identify the dynamic value left boundary, right boundary. You identify the left boundary and right boundary. So what we can do means where to write the function. This function also we know that. So you can copy and you can paste in the script. But where you can put it, this script also important, where to write the function. So how to we can do means you can go to the again code generation only. You can select from the dynamic value. Okay, what is the dynamic value will be there? You can select up to this. Okay, and go to the in search window and you can give from the underscore web underscore and you can click on find next. So it will show the where you can write the function. Okay, you can observe this is the snapshot T20. So for this web URL function above, you need to paste the that function. So snapshot T20. So you can observe this is the snapshot 21. So after 20 we need to write. You can observe this is the snapshot 20. So in this above we need to write the function. So means after this you need to write the function. Already we are copied or not. You can copy this and paste it. So now you can observe some script parsing is failed. So why it is a failed means like in load runner, if it is a double colon will be there in between from the LB or RB, unable to identify that. Okay, what is that value? So now, so what we can do means go, we are copied and where is the double colon will be there? There we need to give from the black slash. So this double colon we are given. So that is why we are no need to give from the any slash. And LB also this double colon and after this double colon we are given. But you can observe after source page also one double colon will be there. So we need to give from the black slash like this. And after value is equal to also one double colon. So again, we need to give from the black slash. So now LB is finished. RB, go to the RB. So this double colon we are given, but this double colon is coming from the application. So here also we can give. So now you can observe script parsing is succeeded. Previous we are observed this is the script parsing is failed. Now we got from the script parsing is succeeded. So now function replaced also means completed. Next final will be what? Substitution. Where is the dynamic value will be there? Okay. In the dynamic value place, you need to replace with the this parameter name. So for example, what is your dynamic value? This is the your dynamic value. You can copy this or control H. Control H. We want to replace means control H. And what is the parameter name we are given? What is the name? Source space COR. And this place we can give from the open curly brace and our parameter name and close curly brace. In between, we need to replace with the where is the dynamic value in that place we need to replace. Now, after that, click on the cursor here. Find next. See or identify the dynamic value. So replace and you can check from the again. We don't have only one time will be there. I done from that. Okay. Now it is a correlation is completed. Up to substitution is completed. Your correlation will be so this is the entire manual correlation process. Got it? So means you need to do from the correlation each and every one manually means we need to follow these steps. First, identify the dynamic value and find the dynamic value left bound, right boundary. So first identify the dynamic value means what I told. You can record the script twice with a different type of test data and compare using from the compare tool. That is the first point. So now you are identify dynamic value. Then find the dynamic value left boundary, right boundary. How to we can identify the dynamic value means go to the, first of all, you can replay the ones. After that, go to the code generation. Okay. And what is the dynamic value you are copied, right? You can paste in the search window. Go to the control home page and click on search. And you are able to see this. And you can copy the up to this interval up to this. You can copy and paste in the notepad. See, I pasted in the notepad. And this is the dynamic value. So dynamic value left boundary, right boundary. Left text we can consider as a left boundary. Right text we can consider as a right boundary. So we have the function web underscore reg underscore save underscore param. In that, this is the parameter name. Like which value you are doing, you need to give that name. You are doing from the section ID, you can give from the section ID underscore CORR. And LB is equal to. And RB is equal to. Now we know the LB, RB. You need to put it from the LB, RB. Now where to write the function? So you can select the dynamic value for here. And go to the search window. Remove from the dynamic value and web underscore you need to enter. See, and a little bit go, and where you want to write the function, it will show. Snapshot T20 above, you need to write. So this is the snapshot 21. So where we need to write means, you can go to the here. After this is the snapshot 20. Web URL action account. So then in this above, you need to write the this function. And after that, so we are giving from the double colons in between from the each and every like parameter name LB, RB. So that is fine. That is the syntax. But you can observe here, you are taking from the dynamic value left text. So for here, this double colon will be there. So load runner is unable to identify. That is why if it is the double colon will be there, there you need to give from the slash, black slash. And after that also, after page also you have one more, you can give from the one more. And so up to this, what you have, you need to give from the double colon, like a slash, where it is the double colon. So this is the, we can give as a LB. RB means you are giving from the only double colon. That is the RB, like right boundary. Here also you can give. Now you can copy paste it from the left text and right text from the in this function. And after that, where to write the also, we are seeing from the just now. And final will be what? Substitution. So where is the source space value will be there? In that place, we need to replace with the our parameter name. So you can observe, this is the dynamic value. In this place, I replace with the this name. How I replaced with open curly brace and close curly brace. In between, I given from the our parameter name. So this is the auto correlation. It's a very important concept. So our major work will be this is only, because one script contain from the 100 to 1000, 2000 also dynamic values will be there. All values we need to handle from the like this only. That is why for your first job in scripting point of view, what is that means? So to handle the dynamic value only. So like this, we need to do from the all values. After this is the source page is completed. Next, what you can do, like you can do from the FP value also. You can observe here, FP value also will be there. So this value also same you can do. Again, I'm doing, just you can observe. Identify the dynamic value and go to the control home and paste in the search window and click on this, and you are able to see this value, and you can copy paste from the this value in notepad. If you like this, it is come, you can again go to the control home, no worry, again click. Okay. So now you can take from the like this up to this Control C and go to the notepad. Okay, notepad, paste this. Now what we can do, we can write function web underscore reg underscore save underscore param and parameter name comma lb comma rb comma last. This is the syntax of this. And after that, this is the parameter name. Which value we are doing? fp value. You can give from the fp underscore corr. And after that, lb is equal to, and after that, rb is equal to. And now we can take from the, this is the dynamic value. Up to this is the dynamic value. So dynamic value left text we can consider as a left boundary. So you can take from the, this text is the your left boundary. Before that, you can, where is the double colon, you need to give from the black slash. Yourself we can give and we can paste it from the as a LB. And right only we can observe only double colon. You can copy this. You can again give from the double colon. Again, this double colon is also unable to identify, that is why black slash you can give. And this is the semicolon also important. Now you can copy this. Now what is the next step? Where to write the function? So first of all, you can copy paste you can select the FP value. Okay. So we can just select this FP value and go to the here and just you can take this and enter web underscore and click on the this. So here also you can observe this is also, it is showing from the snapshot T20 above we need to write. Okay. Same request will be there in the same page. That is why it is showing from the same way. Again, go to the snapshot T20. This is the snapshot T20. We need to write from the above of this. You can give from the this. You can observe. Now, next what? Substitution. Where is the dynamic value will be there? In that value place, we need to replace with the that parameter name. You can select this, Control H, and give from the, what is the name you are given from the parameter name? FP core. You can copy this. In the middle of this, you can give from the open curly brace, close curly brace. In between, you need to give this and just click that and find next. You are identify this dynamic value and you can replace. See, it is replace that, and again you have, can identify, you don't have. So like this we can do from the correlation. Is clear everyone? So you guys can practice from the yourself also. Same script you can